Hey guys, so today is the debut episode of the anime series My Hero Academia, also known as Boku no Academia, which follows the manga of the same name. And I'm gonna be doing a first impression and review of the first episode called Origin of Midoriya Izuku. And before watching this anime series, I only knew about this series just because when I'm looking at the top manga sales of the year, it being like the top 15 or so, and I hear people saying it's really good. I was gonna read it, but I heard the anime series was coming out, so I decided to wait a few months to read it, and it's only been out for not even 2 years, like almost 2 years, and it's been doing this well. After this anime series like takes it to the top, it's gonna be doing like really well, right? Because like before it didn't even have an anime series, and the mangas was doing really well. So now that this anime is here, it's good. The manga charts are gonna go like off the roof or something. So yeah, and I heard that it was similar to Naruto. And since Naruto has ended, I'm like, oh, this can be like a replacement for like my love for Naruto. And I see similar vibes just because they're both from the shonen genre, and like shonens also has like this certain elements to it. And I know Izuku wants to be a hero, but he doesn't necessarily want to be the best hero, he just wants to be a hero. While Naruto wants to be the best ninja of his village, Hokage. So they're kind of different, a different goal. And personality-wise, like Naruto's a bit more arrogant and overly confident. So yeah, kind of different. And so let's get into this episode. So we start off with Izuku like defending his friend or classmate in the back. Like he's scared shitless, okay? And there's these three bullies trying to get them, and one of them is like Katsuki. You'll see him later on, and he's kind of a ass, and he's like taunting Izuku. He calls him like Deka or something. Like he's like, you can't do it, like you don't have a quirk. And you find out later that 80% of the people in his world has a quirk, which is a super ability or power that you're born with. Like one magical day in China, this baby is born with the power of light, and he comes out all shiny and glowing. And after that, like 80% of the people in the world has superpowers. But the 20% I feel bad for, because they're always gonna be thinking, oh, I'm like a regular person, like I'm lower than the normal, right? That sucks. And then that opening, you got the Japanese rock music going, guitar playing, and then there's the typical guy who sings the shonen genre. So we cut to Izuku. He's like older now. Earlier he was like a little kid, now he's older, and he's running to the street to get to school. You can see the black uniform, and like you see a villain up there, and he's like, oh, I want to see what's going on. And he's naming all of the heroes that he sees, and yeah, there was like 4 or 5. He's like commenting and like taking notes, and yeah, the guy next to him is just like, wow, like you know your stuff, kid, like you want to be a hero or something. The last hero that comes out is like the tree guy, and he's just like ready to do his final move against the villain, and then all of a sudden this gigantic titan of a girl comes crashing, like jump kicks the villain down off the high street and then down onto the ground. And then like she's like, she did it, and then like she's like ready for photos, and she's got her ass out, or her whole ass out. It's not even like, is she wearing underwear or pants? I don't even know, but like her suit just seems to be like bits here and here. You can see the crack, but I don't know if she has like some kind of material that's kind of covering the front, or if it's like camouflaged with her skin. Who knows? But she goes down and she takes some photos, and reporters are asking her questions, and Izuku just goes off to school. And so at school, like the teachers, it seems like a normal classroom, and the teachers are like, okay, you guys are in your 3rd year of middle school, so you guys should be getting ready for your future plans, like please write it down on the paper. And then the teacher's like throwing the paper in the air, and he's like, but a majority of you are going to be doing the hero course, aren't you? And they're all like, yeah, showing off their power. Izuku is in the back like writing down notes, doesn't care. And then you see Katsuki, the bully guy earlier, and he's just like with his head down, like chill in the back. He's just like, you guys are losers, okay? You guys are gonna take the hero course here. I'm going to UA High, okay? The best academy around, okay? 0.2% of people can get in or something. And then the teacher goes and says, Izuku wants to go there too. And then the guy looks back, and he's like pissed off, and he's like, everyone in the whole classroom is pissed off because like apparently Izuku doesn't have a quirk. And so they're all like shocked, and Izuku just goes and hide in embarrassment, like, oh my gosh. But this is what he always wanted to do, so like he's not gonna fight it, but he's kind of embarrassed because he doesn't have anything to prove that that he's worth the time to go to UA High. So it goes to after school, and he's ready to like write everything that he has in his notebook, number 13, into another notebook or something. So he's packing up, getting ready to leave, and then Katsuki comes over, and he's like, "Oh, like you can't do it. You don't have a quirk, and like you're wasting people's time, and Katsuki is the only one that like can get into this school, because coming from this low level school and making it all the way up there is like a big deal for him, and he wants to be the only student that gets to go into that school." Katsuki just looks at his notebook, takes it, and he's like, "What is this? Like you're taking notes? Like this is like what schoolboys are doing." So he like kind of burns it, but not completely, and he throws it out the window, and he's telling him to jump off, like do suicide. But like Itsuka's like taken aback, but he's not gonna do that. So after the bullies leave, he goes downstairs, and his notebook fell in the pond. Like goldfish are trying to nibble at it, and he just like takes it, wipes it, and goes home. On his way home, it shows like a memory of when he was a little kid, and he was just like fascinated by the hero. Like there's this one hero, his favorite hero, called Almighty, who can save like 100 guys in under 10 minutes. And his mom even says like, "Oh, Izuku like watched this video probably like 10,000 times." Probably not, but close. And so yeah, he's just like, "I can't wait to get my quirk," right? Yeah, when he goes to see the doctor gives the disappointing news, surprisingly. And he's like, "Oh, like mother, what is your power?" And she's like, "I can draw objects." And the dad, yeah, he can breathe fire. Like where's his dad, right? Did his dad die? Or like his dad can breathe fire, right? I'm just at that moment I was thinking, oh, maybe Izuka has like some hidden powers. The doctor's like, judging by his age, he should have been able to learn like both of your abilities by his age already. And since he didn't, let's look at his toe. Like people who have evolved doesn't have the joint, the double joint, and Izuka has it. So there's a really high chance that he's not gonna have the quirk. He's gonna be part of the 20%. And like his mom is shocked, but Izuka is just frozen. He's just eyes so big, and he goes home and continuously watches the Almighty video, but he's just in shock. His mom goes into the room and hugs him and is like, "I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." But that's not what he wanted to hear. At this moment, I'm just thinking like he seems really similar to me to Yugimoto from Yu-Gi-Oh. He's like kind of weak and kind of small, and but he has this like great sense of justice to him. Like he's not like Suna from Hitman Reborn, who's just like, "Oh, I can't do it, I can't," which is really annoying, right? I just wonder, like, will he have some hidden power that's gonna show up later? The next scene is he's on his way to school or somewhere underneath a ton. No one's around, and like this villain monster, slimy green monster, comes out and like attacks him, and he's like, "I'm gonna take control of your body. It'll only take 45 seconds. I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, this is the moment where he's gonna unlock his power or something. That's like a typical shonen thing, like some bad thing happened and you will unlock your power. I don't know. So, or maybe his quirk will activate, right? And his notebook is there. I'm thinking, wait, is he gonna look at the notebook and like find out the villain's power or something? But I'm like, wait, that looks like Almighty or something. And then, speak of the devil, Almighty jumps out from underground to the top, and he's like, "Oh, my bad, like this is my villain," and he like defeats him. And at that time Izuka has like passed out, and he wakes up and he sees Almighty, and he's like beyond shock because this is his idol, his childhood idol, and he's just like in awe, doesn't know what to say, and he's like like stammering. And like finally Almighty gives this like great speech, and he's like, "Okay, thank you, this was my fault because I let him go, and yeah, thank you." And like before Izuka can even say it, he already signed his notebook, and Almighty's like, "I need to leave for more hero duties, so goodbye, civilian." But yeah, Izuka's like, "I have more questions," but he's like too slow, like, or too, he couldn't speak, so he didn't have time to say it, and he just jumps on Almighty's leg, and as Almighty is flying off, right? So Almighty is just like, get off," but then Izuka's like, "Wait, if you push me off, then I'm gonna die." As Almighty is flying away, like he's trying to say something like, "Oh, I have something to ask you," and his eyes and lips are just like, I don't know, flapping due to the wind pressure. There's a scene where Almighty's like lip or mouth area is like bleeding, and you see some blood flying, and he says, "Shit, like, what is this, some secret like message here?" And so he puts him on top of a roof, and then he's like, "Okay, maybe someone will open the door and like I'm on my way. See ya. So right before he goes, he asks him a question. And he's like, do you think I can be a hero without having a quirk? So, and it ends there. And then the next preview says something like there's a villain who took a boy or a child hostage, and Almighty doesn't have enough power to fight it. And then Sikatsuki, like either he's fighting and he got caught, or he is the boy that got caught. But Almighty's like, oh, who's the other hero who's gonna save? I mean, there's 80% of the world is hero. Like a lot of people can go save, but I don't know what Izuku is gonna do next, but it's gonna be like really exciting to find out what's gonna happen next. Overall, I don't know if Izuku is gonna get any powers, but so far either he's gonna unlock them later or he already has it but it's hidden. Maybe he'll get like yeah, because the manga's already out. Like, someone can just, like, look it up. But I don't want to be spoiled in that way. I'm just making theories about what it could be. He could get a powerful suit, or maybe he could be, like, an assistant and he gets strong. I don't even know how, because you can't train hard enough to be, like, super powerful or get some superpower. I just hope it'll be a great episode next week, and I can't wait for more. So, like, peace.